I went to Berlin and I got engaged. To who though? Who did you get engaged to, Trick? The reason why I went to Berlin is because my boo lives there. We're in a long distance relationship. I don't know if I told you all that before. We met in Colombia. You might have noticed that from this video over here, here. Talked about him. He's changed my life. I'm so inspired. I'm so happy. I finally found someone who's a freaking partner. We're literally BFFs. I was in Berlin for him, and that's why I've been going to Berlin all this time. And I will give you a whole other video on that story. But Berlin, oh my goodness, if you have never been, you need to make your way over there. It is such the artist mecca. Berlin is kind of like a Brooklyn on like over here. Like Brooklyn's over here, Berlin's over here. So much arts, so much international people travel. And so the influences that kind of cross paths in Berlin, it's just like next level. The first time I was there this summer, I met this girl Agatha who's a photographer, and I was connected to her by my friend Jessie, and she took me to like an artist loft, a secret club. They were DJing all night, like I think for like 2 days. If you follow me on Instagram, you would be seeing all of this on my stories. So make sure you follow me on Instagram @MyAsWorld. Cellist came by, she was playing her cello. Like the type of creativity is just out of this world, literally. So that's what I love Berlin for. It's art and it's creativity. And while I was there, Max, the Booskie's name is Max, he and I went to Berlinale, which is a film festival, and he's in Berlin studying film, and we both love film. Okay, boos, it is Monday, February 24th, and it is day one of Berlinale for myself. I got a ticket with the Booskies to see Pinocchio. He did Booskies. You'll see all the films, but because there's so many international films, you put the country, well, this is how I did it. Put the country and then you search it that way. So I put in the Philippines, and these were all the films that had. So I'm here. What are we watching?
Chico al Vente. No, I can't remember.
Ghana, I think.
It's an Argentinian production,
and it takes place in the Philippines.
Yeah, at some point it takes place.
At some point. We're here. We gave ourselves 30 minutes to arrive early to wait in line. There isn't much of a line, so we decided to get some oat milk lattes.
Totally oatsome.
It's a beautiful film made by lots of people, so it will take some time.
Okay, Max.
All right. What do you make of that?
Okay, first of all, it was, I think, a very brilliant. We were talking about how we thought it was brilliant in terms of like, if you have a limited budget and you have a very big idea, how do you tell that story?
Yeah.
Without having to make
Awful VFX.
Yeah.
Or like CG. I think for me, what's intriguing with this film, like it's got a very like supernatural or like sci-fi element to it.
I know.
It's like it's portrayed in a very subtle and very like what you were saying, the whole.
I was like, give me a
budget
portal.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, being able to shoot within
And
your means.
shout out for this director for using real actors from Philippines.
Yeah.
And not
So what you need to know about Berlinale. It's an international film festival. It's in the world of Sundance, TIFF. In February, it's cold, okay? But tickets are about $10 to $15, but I found most of them for like $10. You go to their website, and the trick is to buy the tickets 3 days in advance. And if you notice that a film that you want to see is unavailable or sold out, just keep checking. There were a few films Max and I wanted to see that we weren't able to at the time, but we kept checking, and they kept releasing tickets. Because when you go to these theaters, they are massive, giving you theater. There is mezzanines and levels, so there is room. And you might think like these long lines will take forever. They don't, because these theaters are massive. So check online, keep refreshing, and maybe don't overdo it. We saw, I think, maybe 10 films, and it gets exhausting because you have to keep traveling from theater to theater. But it's a lot of work, and it's February. The way we got around was through the transit BVG. So download it. You can buy tickets at the station, but honestly, if you're not from there, just get the app, pay through the app. You can pay for like a week pass or even a day pass. It was convenient for me. And I was living my best life when I knew everything was on my phone. So you just have to make sure you validate the ticket every time you use it, unless you buy a week pass. If you're just buying a day pass, validate it. It's not like other cities where you put a token or a ticket and then you're good. No, you gotta validate it. I had to learn. So that was Berlinale, and I saw films from the Philippines. Shout outs to my Pinoys out there. Philippines, what else did I see?
Den MR-undersøkelsen viser en større svulst. Det kan ikke kureres.
We just finished watching the film, Hope in English, Hope in
Norwegian.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was really good. And I was so impressed with the fact that the director also wrote it. Because I thought like this sort of story is impossible to write if you haven't had a personal attachment or a similar experience yourself. I'll leave it there. But
it's so good. It's so good for my mind, my brain. I'm just like, new languages, new stories, just new. It's just refreshing to see something different and unique. With this one.
Yeah.
And he was being a little
Would you
bit
say
of a
that I
crybaby.
introduced it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely introduced me, but also Max is very emotional. I was like stone cold warrior in there.
No, you wasn't. You just, yeah, I was crying a lot. That's what she's trying to say. I was crying.
He was a baby. He was emotional. He was in touch with the emotions.
But like the thing is, like I don't like films that are like so heavily dark.
Oh my
and,
God.
like, but they made it so funny as well.
It was
That's
funny
that's
and
what makes it even more
sad at the same time.
Yeah,
It's like life.
It's humor. Yeah, it's because trauma. It's just like, yeah. I'm like struggling for words here, but like I think. Like these films has to have an element of like realism and like fun.
And my favorite one by far was High Ground. It's an Australian film. Insert clip here.
What have you bloody done?
You see this crown? That represents the king. And that is the law that I am duty-bound to uphold. Now, in this country,
My country.
Give us a justice for the man who killed my family.
Oh, you loved it too, Max.
I did.
Honestly, if you love storytelling, I think the biggest takeaway for me was we no longer can tell stories that don't belong to us, period. It doesn't matter if you're even African American. If you did not live the life that this person is portraying on, or like this story is being told about, I think like just don't do it. I think that's the direction we're going with film and television. Write your own stories, and if you're going to tell somebody else's story, you have to involve. They had a cultural advisor on the credits, and that came like right after written by, directed by. So I thought that was like, whew. When I wasn't watching films, I was doing photo shoots. I did a photo shoot with my friend Agatha.
What's happening, man?
Okay, we're at Studio Shirley, or Backlit. I'm Backlit, Max. So they're the visionaries, and I'm literally just the model.
All right.
great. I guess I brought this ginormous carpet.
Yeah, biggest carpet I've
that
seen.
Max had to carry. I'm sorry. Let me see, but I had to carry it. Folded it though. So and he
I did. I googled. Philly. And you're doing the hair?
She's doing my hair. She's doing my hair.
Whoa.
It's a process.
I like it. It's so nice.
Thank you, Berlin. Thank you, Max. And yeah, so when we weren't creating, I had to like talk myself out of feeling bad for not working, because I work so much that I'm a 37-year-old grown-ass woman, okay? I didn't even give myself time to fall in love after my heart was broken. So I'm now giving myself permission to be in love, live in that, create in that. And then this year, I'm gonna come back harder, stronger, and share with you the journey that I've been on. The film festival was so great for me, and even the photo shoots and the video shoots, and just being able to create with my partner. We have the same interests. Like, what the heck? We didn't even meet doing that. We met on a freaking beach and then having conversations, and I've never had a partner who had the same interest as me. And I don't want to say like that is necessary, but it's just like, wow, we can like share this passion that we have together. So I'm sure you want to know about that engagement story. That's going to be later. I'm going to have to check with him, Max. And we're in a long distance relationship. And maybe perhaps if he's down and comfortable, we'll talk about that in another video. But let me know in the comments below. Let Max know in the comments below if you want to know that story. He's very private. He's, yeah, he's cool. Like, his Instagram page is private too, but he might accept you. And you'll see his page is just like, it's so, live your best life, go travel, honestly, go travel. What the heck? I'm 37 and I thought like, yeah, I know what's up. No, I don't know anything, okay? And it's so beautiful to see that, yes, one, I can fall in love, and then two, I can like experience life in other countries, and there's so much that they have to offer. Also, shout outs to my friend Mo. Mo and I were supposed to have a meetup. We did not this time around, but she's also another Berlin plug if you want to get connected. So follow them. I'll link them all in the info box below. Until next time, remember to do you, be you, and stay true, boo. Be shameless.